Hi everyone, my name is Abby Kappa. I'm 23 years old and I have been an Emerald Ambassador with Plexus Worldwide for 9 months now. I just have had some of these things on my heart for a really long time, and it's something that if I could sit down with any one of you who is trying to reach a jewel rank in this business, this is what I would tell you. So, here we go. First of all, I'm going to talk about today what the absolute hardest part of being a jewel is. As soon as you become a jewel, for those of you that don't know, there are 3 jewel ranks in Plexus. So once you reach jewel rank, you are one of the top 3 ranks in the company. So there's Emerald, Sapphire, and Diamond. So once you reach Emerald, you have really kind of arrived. Like, you're not at the top, you're not Diamond yet, you've still got a ways to go, but you are now in a class and a league all your own, because with going Emerald comes these amazing perks that our company gives us. You have the opportunity to drive a free Lexus of your choosing. You get to go to Hawaii for free every year with your guest. And then there are all these fun little perks that happen. The day you promote, it's a crazy big deal. You're upline, everybody's celebrating. It's been a lot of hard work that's brought you to that day. And then it's like everything just gets wild. You get added to all these secret group pages and message threads of jewels sharing insider info and tips and talking about things. And it's like you have behind the curtain access to really the people at the very top of this company. It's such an overwhelming and humbling experience. You feel like you go from knowing what you're doing a little bit to knowing nothing at all, because you realize there are people that are still so far ahead of you. But it also feels amazing to be brought into that inner circle. Another thing that happens is that you get royal treatment from our company, okay? For every holiday, they send gifts and spoil us rotten for Christmas. This year, we got Alexa and the Echo Dot. Last year, it was Kate Spade. There's all these amazing gifts that come, not with promotions, but before our Hawaii trip, they give us gifts, and afterwards, they give us gifts. And then there's special treatment at all the events. So if you guys go to convention, which is our biggest event for our company each year, this year it'll be in Vegas, the jewels get separate seating from everyone else. So we get front row seating. We have our own VIP passes that get us into like a welcome reception once we get there. They have like private food and beverages and like this amazing red carpet treatment waiting there for us. And you get to rub shoulders with all the diamonds that you've spent weeks, months, or years watching training videos of. It's just such an overwhelming and amazing experience. They really do. Our company spoils the jewels for their hard work and treats them like royalty. But really, guys, my least favorite part about all of that, and it's sounding probably crazy good if you're on the other end watching, but what I hate the most about being a jewel, and what the hardest part is that it looks to everyone from the outside looking in like somehow the jewels are different from you. I remember going to convention and watching as each jewel rank was called up on stage. They received their jewels in their hand, their emeralds or their sapphires or their diamonds, whatever their rank up was, and they got to walk up on stage and be recognized. And I remember looking at every single face, scanning the crowd of the women on stage, desperately looking to see if any of those women looked remotely like me. I listened to the speakers and hung on every word, looking for something that I could relate to. And the thing that was the most discouraging is I couldn't at all. They were all so different from me. And I sat there wondering, what am I doing here? How am I ever going to get to where they are? Because all I see is that they're so incredibly different from me. So that is my least favorite part about being a jewel, is that with being a jewel comes this connotation that somehow we are set apart. Somehow we are different from you. And the truth is that if you are in the trenches right now, if you're working your business every day, if you are serious about your IPA, and for those of you that don't know, IPA is income producing activity. That includes reaching out, cold messaging, following up, closing, and then also checking on your team members that you already have and customers. So checking in on them with their dosage, making sure they're happy, making sure their orders are going out. All of that is IPA. If you are someone who is in the trenches, working day in and day out, getting that stuff done, let me tell you something. You are already a jewel, okay? You just don't have the status yet to show it. But you need to know that. You are a jewel in the making. You are a diamond in the making. Because what you're doing right now in the trenches, that is exactly what I did to get to where I am, and what the other jewels before us did to get to where they are. It was pure, unadulterated, unfiltered, hard work. So don't for 1 second think sitting there in your chair looking on stage, watching all these jewels receive all their amazing prizes and big checks that are taller than they are, and free trips to Hawaii, and pulling up in their Lexus. Don't think for 1 second that there is some magical formula that they have access to that you don't. This business is for anyone. If you have a spark of determination in you, if you have work ethic, if you care about people and you want them to succeed as much as you want to succeed yourself, you are going to make it. You are going to get there. And I just want you guys to know there is nothing different. You can sit in your chair all day long and think, well, look at that model standing up there on stage. I mean, look at her golden locks of perfectly curled hair, her makeup that she had done by a professional before she walked on that stage this morning. I mean, she is CEO material, walking up there in 4-inch heels to deliver a speech about how she made it to jewel status in less than a year. I am nothing like her. She doesn't have 3 babies clawing on her all hours of the day with dried spit up in her hair and yoga pants on. Okay, don't sit there and draw those comparisons. Because I'm telling you, what it took for her to get to that stage is exactly what you are doing day in and day out. Okay, there's all kinds of fun things that happen once you get to convention. You will soon learn about blow dry bars. I had no idea what that was. It's a special place you can go. A lot of the jewels do it to go and get your hair done before you are go up on stage before an event for Plexus. Okay, you're gonna learn all about getting dolled up and treated like royalty and spoiled and like looking like a pretty girl. It's super fun, but that is not who those people are 24/7, 365, okay? They're up there to tell their story and give a presentation, okay? What you're not gonna see from your chair in the audience are all the nights that they stayed up past midnight while their babies were sleeping and their husband was watching Netflix, and instead of making excuses, they were on their phone working their business. What you're not going to see are the stay-at-home moms who may not have a stitch of makeup on, but they were absolutely smashing their IPA at 6 a.m. before their littles woke up for the day. What you're not going to see are the people who worked 60-hour-a-week jobs full-time while they went Emerald, okay? You're not going to see the voice messages that they were sending to their team on their lunch break, or the fact that they were watching training videos in the car at their kids' soccer practice, okay? You're not going to see that commitment, that grit, that determination, that digging in deep and doing what it takes. You can't see that under stage lights. So you need to know you can do this. You absolutely have what it takes, you guys. This business, I did my research, okay? Before I chose this company, I knew that it wasn't enough for this business to work for me, okay? In order for me to do this as a business, I knew that I couldn't just do it alone. I had to build a team. And I knew that I couldn't build a team with integrity if this was only something that was gonna work for some people, okay? I don't have the kind of heart that can just walk out there and convince people to join me, all the while knowing that I don't only know there's like a 30% chance that they'll make it to the top, okay? I had to know that I was joining a business with the best comp plan out there, with products that actually do change lives, okay? This is not some buy my mascara because it's more fun than everyone else's. This isn't nail stickers. This isn't a non-stick cookie sheet, you guys. These are products that change people's quality of life. So know that you are in the right place at the right time. I researched all of that. I spent 7 months digging deep to make sure this was the one company that I knew anyone could succeed in, not just me. And so that's what I'm here to tell you today. You have chosen the right company at the right time. The only thing that you're missing if you're not a Jewel yet